Welcome to this YouTube video, and this video is just going to be hopefully a friendly little hub where people can, before Navi comes out, place their bets and to launch their opinions and say whether or not they think it's going to be any good, and if they had to make a non-staked friendly bet, what level of performance do they reckon we are going to see when it comes out. And the reason why I've done this is not to discredit any brand or anyone's decision of as regards a purchase that anyone's made. I really hate negativity and I hate fanboyism, and it's not something that I agree with, and it's not something that I do. I'm neutral as regards any brand, and I buy into a product, I don't buy into a brand. So that's just me, that's my opinion, and that's kind of what I'm hoping we'll see in the video responses. This is just a friendly, will it be any good video. That's all it is. Just to see whether or not it's going to meet up to the hype. You can place your thoughts, and it'll be just interesting to see kind of what you thought and what actually happens when it gets released. And I think it's somewhere in July that we're going to see the release of the first GPU. So I've actually heard two speculative or speculations as regards what type of performance we're going to see when Navi's released. The first is from UFD Tech. I sometimes watch their content. I like them, they do good work. And they've reported levels of, I think it's a GTX 1080 level of performance with 8GB of DDR6 around about $260. That's the one I find hard to believe. The other speculation I've heard, I think it's either Eurogame or Digital Foundry. I can't remember what the media, whether it was written or a visual that I saw it on or read it on. But they were able to analyze a part of, I think it was the PCB, and got a few details from that. And they seem to indicate, again, 8GB of DDR6, but more of a 1660 Ti kind of level of performance. And that's kind of my thinking. The reason why I would go with that one is because we've just had the release of Vega 2 or Radeon 7, which is competing with the 2080. And we've got obviously Vega 64, then Vega 56, and I think Vega 56 and 64 are doing really well at the moment. The prices dropped down, they're becoming more accessible, and we're starting to see really strong performance from those GPUs, especially the 56, which is neck and neck with the RTX 2060 and 1070 Ti, which again they just constantly nip the heels of the 1080, both of those GPUs, the 2060 and Vega 56. So I'd be really surprised if they brought out a 1080 contender, because Vega 56 is doing a pretty good job on doing that at the moment. And then you got the 64, which is doing even better. So I'd be surprised if they just wiped those two off the market, which I think would happen if Navi came out with that level of performance. So if I had to stake my bet and to put my thought out there, I would say that we will see a 1660 in between the 1660 and the 1660 Ti with 8GB of DDR6 for the same price as those two, sort of round about the same price. So basically, I'm going to say 1660 Ti, but just a bit under, with 8GB of DDR6 for the same price. And because AMD always, it takes them a little time sometimes to refine the driver support and get a little bit more performance out. So when it's released, that's what I'm expecting. 1660 Ti contender, but a little bit behind, and I think they're gonna offer pretty much the same product, but with an extra 2GB of DDR6, which a lot of people have really complained about as regards the NVIDIA's new lineup of GPUs. I've actually just purchased an RTX 2060, and I'm now playing at 1440p, and I'm going to be doing a video on that, on my experience, because it seems to be a lot of people out there who are always wondering, is it worth it? So I'll just give my opinion and stick what I found. And I love this bit on the videos where these people jump out. This game is just so funny. It really makes me laugh. Just on this though, I've been waiting for them to do a remaster for so long, and I was so pleased when they did. This was on my list of games that deserve an update. I was so pleased that they did, and the fact that it was free as well was just amazing. But I'm having good fun playing this. It's just so funny. But going back to what I was saying, that's my opinion. I'd love to know what you think, and I can't wait for the product to come out. I really don't mind either way. If it blasts the 2060 out of the water, I don't mind. I don't think it will. It might edge over it just a little bit, and if it does, well, then I'm happy. I think competition is a good thing. It helps innovation, and it helps companies to just push that little bit harder, and ultimately consumers, we all benefit from that, don't we? So I really don't mind. I'll be more concerned if AMD don't manage to nail it. Then I'll be worried. If they do, I'll be happy, even if it means I spent more on an inferior product. I don't mind. You have to live with the decisions you made. I purchased my GPU. It does what I need it to do. It does a really good job, so it doesn't really affect me. But anyway, I hope this video was enjoyable, and hopefully I'll get enough comments. Otherwise it's going to be like that guy who offers an opinion at some gathering and everyone just ignores what they say. It's actually quite hilarious when that happens, unless you're the individual that's happened to, but I don't mind. I can take it. But thank you for watching the video. I'm gonna upload some more soon, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and I look forward to your comments. Thank you. Goodbye.